The highly anticipated ceremony of the beatification of Sister Irene Stefani took place today, and it was a big ceremony, one that brought thousands of pilgrims to Nyeri. President Uhuru Kenyatta and Deputy President William Ruto were also in attendance, urging all people, regardless of religion and tribe, to emulate the selfless life that the nun lived. Our reporter Sharon Momanyi has been in Nyeri and now brings us this story.
The long-awaited day was finally here, and just as expected, pilgrims and witnesses thronged the venue in thousands. Early Saturday morning and the queue leading into the Dedan Kimathi grounds had stretched into kilometers. Many also traveled from across the world, all eager to witness the historic beatification ceremony of Sister Irene, or as she was fondly referred in Gikondi village, Sr.Irene Nyaatha-Stefani. The ceremony was overseen by Tanzanian Cardinal Polycarp Pengo and the Archbishop of the Catholic Church in Kenya, John Cardinal Njue. President Uhuru Kenyatta attended the ceremony in the company of the First Lady Margaret Kenyatta, former President Mwai Kibaki, Deputy President William Ruto, host Governor Nderitu Gachagua, and Senator Mutahi Kagwe, among a host of other top country officials. A joyful and meditative ceremony it was. Witnesses and the faithful, including the Consolata sisters where she served, also reflected on Sister Irene's life. 3 of her relatives were also in attendance. Sister Irene lived and served in Nyeri between 1915 and 1930, meeting her death through an infection of bubonic plague, which she contracted while attending to a patient. Her acts of kindness had the area residents nickname her Nyaatha, meaning Mother Full of Mercy. In 1984, the then Bishop of Nyeri Diocese, Caesar Maria Gatimu, opened the diocesan inquest for the beatification of Sister Irene. A similar inquest was opened the following month in Turin, Italy.
Applause to the joy.
Today's ceremony was the culmination of 30 years of thorough investigation and expansive research covering Africa and Europe. Research that verified that the sister also performed miracles as is part of the requirement for one to be beatified.
She, a young and beautiful lady, was not deterred to come all the way from Europe to Africa here in Kenya with one mission. That is to show the love of God by serving Him in her fellow human beings.
Apud Sanctum Petrum, dear
Cardinal Pengo, the papal representative at the event, read a Latin letter from Pope Francis I, decreeing Sister Irene Stefani blessed.
Pontificatus Nostitessio.
Leaders urged Kenyans to emulate the spirit of selflessness and humility that Sister Irene exuded.
We all who are here today should leave asking ourselves, what is it that we then can also do for our own fellow humankind? What is it that we can do to serve our brother and sister better? What is it that we can do in our individual capacity to show that humility and that compassion in everything that we do?
The hard work, the sacrifice and humility of Sister Stefani, that going into the future, that we will too unite as the people of Kenya, beyond our villages, beyond our communities, beyond our regions, and have one united, prosperous Kenya.
The story of Sister Nyaatha makes us realize that human deeds that transform the world may be rare, but can and should be proposed and privatized.
This is the first beatification ceremony taking place in Africa, as traditionally the ceremonies would take place in Rome. In a move to decentralize such activities, the Catholic Church decided that the Venerable would be beatified in the dioceses where they worshipped. The beatification of Archbishop Oscar Romero is taking place on the same date in San Salvador.
Thank you very much.
Before an excited gathering, President Uhuru Kenyatta later unveiled a plaque in the heart of Nyeri town, made in honor of Sister Irene. As the pilgrims leave the Dedan Kimathi University grounds, Sister Irene Stefani is now blessed Sister Irene Stefani, a beatification ceremony in which the resounding message was that of unity of humanity. Sharma Manyi, KTN in Nyeri.